Hi knitters! I'm kind of ridiculously excited to be here, so this smile is actually genuine. Welcome to my podcast. Thank you so much for joining me. I have so many things to tell you. So excited about all the things that have been going on. Knitty McPurly Yarn Co. What? That's happening. Very pumped about that. First shop update is tomorrow, and I'm going to go through all the stuff that I have for you right now. I'm going to talk about cancer and hair loss and all that stuff at the end. And I will be taking my wig off. So if you would like to satisfy your curiosity as to my bald head, that will be happening toward the end. This is a wig. Looks pretty good though, right? I kind of like it more than my regular hair. It's very easy. Looks pretty natural, I think. I don't think people really notice. So it's been a while since I have podcasted. I have this super cute mug that I'm drinking some tea out of. I have my lights on and it's kind of crazy bright, but it's a unicorn knitting a rainbow. And I got it from Knit Picks. I think it was like $5. So if anybody wants one, they have them there. Isn't it so cute? It just fills me with joy. The kids know not to drink out of it because I just love it so much. Okay, so let's get right to it. The first thing I want to talk to you about, this is, again, you get cancer and everything that you did before just kind of goes out the window. So I'm just going to go for it today. I want to talk about the Williamsburg cowl, which I am wearing right now in the color called Glow. I wear this cowl every day. I have one in yellow and one in gray. That's different from the ones that are in the kits, but I just wanted to show you, this is a really easy, my shirt says, I love Jesus and naps. And this is a super easy cowl. Like, I know it looks fancy, but it's really very easy. You can see there are cables, but they only cross 3 times. So there's only 3 rounds of the whole cowl that you're actually crossing the cables. And there's bobbles. Other than that, it's just knits and purls. That's all it is. So it's a very, very easy knit. It's really fun. This color is so pretty. I wear a lot of gray. And so I like yellow because it gives me kind of a pop of yellow. But I do have kits for this in the shop right now. This is one of the only patterns. I'm sorry, it's very bright in here. The reason it's so bright is because it's so overcast outside. So I cranked up the lights. This is one of the few patterns that I have as a printed pattern. And so the people who order this pattern, while I still have some left, will get a printed pattern also. And now this is separate from Knitty McPurly Yarn Co. This is a kit that I planned to do back in like September. And then it just took a long time because of COVID and yarn shortages and all that. But this yarn is not dyed by me. This is by Bigfoot Fibers. Maybe I'll turn off one of these lights. Maybe that will help blow things out a little bit less. Come on. There, you can see her little Bigfoot Fibers logo. And this color is called Pearl, and it is silver with like blue and purple speckles. It's gorgeous. This is really pretty. I don't have very many of these left. This is that, do you remember that base that I was like so excited about that I carried around the house? This is it. It's a single ply, and it is extra fine merino and super kid mohair. So the kit includes 1 skein of yarn, the pattern, a little tin of stitch markers, and these are the appropriate stitch markers for the pattern, and a cute bag to hold it in with a little Knitty McPurly suede, yellow suede tag on there. And I'll just show you the other colors. The other colors are Glow. This one's called Glow. This one is called Pearl. Microphone. And then the last one is, oops, I didn't bring that one up, but it's called Stone, I think. I forget. It's like a deep blue gray. It's not the same color as the gray one that I have that I wear. That one is knit out of another beautiful skein from Kim Dye's Yarn, who also has beautiful yarn. But these kits are from Bigfoot Fibers, and there are a few left in the shop right now if you're interested. If you are a newsletter subscriber, you have discount codes, and you can use those on anything. So feel free to do that. I wanted to talk to you. Did I show you Audrey last time? I can't remember. Can't remember if I did or not. Audrey is the first sweater. I just pulled it out of my drawer, so it's a little bit, looks like it's been folded. Audrey is the first sweater in the Audrey Hepburn series. And this is, it does not have a tight fit anywhere. It's loose in the sleeves. It's loose in the body. You can knit it to whatever length you want. This is kind of the top of the hip length. And this is knit in worsted weight yarn. In my shop update tomorrow, did I bring it up? Yes. I have one color available for this. This is Madeline Tosh in Vintage Farmhouse or Antique Farmhouse or Farmhouse White or Farmhouse something. It's all in the pattern. But, fuzz. Knitters understand. So, I have one color, and for my little yarn company, I've been coming up with colors. I've been working on this for months and months and months. So it's really exciting for me to be able to show it to you. This color is called Victoria, and this is worsted weight yarn. So with all the bases, my husband helped me name them all. And so they're all cities that we want to go to, which is like all the cities we haven't been to. So the worsted base is called Warsaw Worsted because I kind of want to move to Poland. I'm only sort of joking. I kind of want to move there. So this is the Warsaw Worsted, and this color is called Victoria. And there's a very small number of kits for the Audrey, it's all backwards, for the Audrey sweater that are going to be in the update tomorrow in this color. And more colors will be coming. It's a gradual start. And then this one is the latest one in the Audrey Hepburn collection. It has a turtleneck and raglan shaping and a statement sleeve. My tech editor called this a leg of mutton sleeve. I'm not sure that is the technical definition. She might be right. I am just not sure. The body is not super fitted, but it's not super baggy either. It's just kind of a medium fit. And directions for choosing a size will be in the pattern. This pattern is currently with the tech editor. And I'm going to be posting pictures of this up on Instagram. It's so funny because I love almost every aspect of what I do in terms of, the writing the patterns and the knitting and now the dyeing and just, I love so much of it. I love it. Even the spreadsheets, I love all of that. But the part that I really dislike is having my picture taken. I'm just too cheap to hire a model, and I don't know anybody. I don't know any models, and I just, I don't know. I guess feel like I can suck it up. But it's so funny because in the pictures, it was actually snowing. If I can get one up on the screen, I'll put one up here. And Gigi took my pictures. Gigi's my photographer, my daughter, who's 11. And I was so grumpy. And I'm like, Gigi, I'm so sorry that I'm so grumpy. And then I'd smile. They're like, oh, it's just so funny. We laughed so hard because I just hate that part. But I love the sweater. The sweater just turned out amazing. This is a DK weight sweater, and this color is called Carbon, and you can get this from 29 Bridges Studio. As I'm, dyeing up my own yarn, I have no intention of competing with my other yarn companies that I use. If you want this color, you should get it from Mary over at 29 Bridges. She is awesome and amazing. And let me just tell you, and that's true for Madeline, this is true for Madeline Tosh too. Look at this sweater. I did not alternate skeins. What I did was, as I was getting close to the end of one, I would just start alternating. So there'd be 4 or 6 rounds where they would be alternated, and then I would just knit with the other skein because that was easier. And I originally bought one skein less than what I needed, so I needed another one. So she had to dye up another one. And you cannot tell. You cannot tell. This is, yeah, there's dyeing and then there's dyeing. And this is what I hope to be also, where you can just, where, it's this level of talent. So anyway, DK weight, this is coming out soon. I have a handful of test knitters. I don't know if I need any more at the moment. If you're interested though, there is a little page on my website that says I want to become a test knitter, and you can send me an email that way. Okay. I also have one Timothy Ridge kit that's going in the shop tomorrow. It's got this muslin bag with the label on it. Now some of these, this one is cork. It's like a yellow cork. So it's got like a rustic look to it. I just love that. I think that's my favorite. I also have some that are suede. Now the Timothy Ridge shawl is knit with scraps or minis. And basically what this is, this is so much fun. What this is just a bunch of skeins that my kids and I dyed up in neutrals and jewel tones, basically. And I thought would look amazing as a Timothy Ridge. We had so much fun. Like some of these skeins, let me show you. A kid dyed this. Can you see? A kid dyed this. And they just, you hand them the bottles of the dye, the liquid dye, and they just, done. Like I did all the prep work and I did all the cleanup. They just, I didn't want them to deal with the powdered dye because you can't inhale it or anything. So I would mix it up for them and put it in a bottle and just let them squirt it on. But they would have stuff like that. And this one, a kid dyed that. Like, how awesome is that? I just don't know how they did it. I would be trying so hard and be so careful, and I would weigh out the dye, and they just, it's amazing. Like, and sometimes they'd look in the pot and it would look black, and they'd be like, oh, I messed this one up. And I'm like, you never know. We'll let it cool. We'll rinse it out. We'll dry it. And then you'd get something just as epic as that. Here's another one dyed by a kid. Like, there are no words. Also, this one. And this is all like 75, 25. Just so awesome. Yeah, if it looks more like a grown-up did it, then I probably did it. But it's just such a fun kit. So there's only one of these in the shop. So whoever wants it, get there quick. This kit comes with stitch markers, a tin of the rose gold stitch markers, and the bag and the yarn and the pattern as a digital download. So you'll be able to find all that starting tomorrow at noon. Did I say that yet? The shop update is Friday, February 12th at noon. And there are hat kits. It's mainly a Valentine's Day update, so the colors are kind of Valentine's Day-y. I have a couple hat kits and sock kits. My husband is trying to sign into something. Let's see if I can do that. Yes, it's me. All right. Like I'm not doing anything. Okay. Here is a skein of the Berlin Bulky, which is 100% superwash merino, and this color is called Vortex. And this kit comes with the 11th hour hat pattern, which is a bulky hat, and a pom-pom. And a cute bag. So hat kits are like that. And if you're watching this video after the fact, hat kits and sock kits will look this way for a while, even if, the colors are slightly different or whatever. Let's see what else. Oh my gosh, this one. This color is called Date Night, and it is a silver with hot pink and like saffron and purple speckles. It's just, gosh, I love it so much. And then this color is called Leonard Blush. 5 points for anybody who can guess where Leonard Blush came from. So this is a sock kit, and I did not actually write down what sock pattern goes with each kit. Oh, this one though is the bear socks, because that one is the least busy and the yarn is a little bit busy. So I thought that that would go the best. But this is the same color is in there. It's just so pretty. And that comes with the stitch markers, the rose gold stitch markers, and the bag. Let's see what else I have here to show you today. This is kind of off the cuff because I don't have a lot of time. Like I have 1 week of feeling good. So it's like, quick, write the patterns, dye the yarn, make the podcast. So you understand. I know you understand. This is that same color called Date Night. And it's just on an Aran base, the Amsterdam Aran base. And so because it's kind of a grayer yarn, it comes with a grayer pom-pom. And this is for the Everywhere hat, which is a free pattern, which makes this kit just a little bit less expensive. But this one only comes with 1 stitch marker also, because the Everywhere hat is so simple, you only need 1. So it comes with 1 large, like beginning of round hexagon stitch marker. And I have that kit in 2 colors. The both that I just showed in the sock kit, Leonard Blush and Date Night. Oh, I just love them so much. I remember one time, I think it was Arnie and Carlos were talking about how as a knitwear designer, you have to design things you don't like. And I thought, I'm never doing that. I just don't want to. Like, I'm going to make colors I like, and I'm going to do things I like. And if I don't like it, I don't expect you to like it. I don't get that. I don't understand doing things. And if you don't like what I make, then there are so many other people out there you can follow. I mean, there's tons of designers, there's tons of yarn dyers, but the reason you're here is because you like what I like. So I will only be making things that I really like, only colors I like, only patterns I like, things that I would actually wear. Okay, so in terms of sock kits, Leonard Blush again, sock yarn. This is 75/25. And this color was named by my husband. He thought it looked like silk. It's like a silver. Again, it's bright in here, but oh, there we go. It's like a silver gray and the Leonard Blush in the sock kit. Can't remember which kit this is, but again, it'll be on the website at noon tomorrow. Or if you got my newsletter, then you saw it in there too. Couple more. Thank you for being patient. What's this? Oh, this is a sock kit. And you can knit whatever you want. I mean, it comes with a pattern. So you have and I matched the pattern with the yarn that I thought it would look the best with, but you can make whatever you want. And again, all these sock kits come with the stitch markers and the cute bag and the yarn. So this color is called Victoria and Silk again. We're going to see a lot of repeats because I wanted to get good at one thing before I branched out into other things. Didn't I show this one already? I showed that one already. And then this is the same, only switched. So Silk is the large skein. It's kind of a grayish silver. I don't know how to make it look less blown out, but on the website, I think you'll be able to see it a little bit better. Yeah, it's not white. It's like a silver. And then this color is called Victoria again. So I love all of these. I want to make all these things. It's just so fun for me. Getting into the yarn dyeing has been like medicine for me because I have cancer and I'm in the middle of chemo. And if you read my newsletter, what I said in there is I have 3-week blocks. So day 1 is the treatment where I go in and they inject the poison into my veins. And then that kicks off a week of just hell. It's horrible. It's nightmares and extreme pain, nausea, it's terrible. So that week I get nothing done because I just feel so terrible and I'm very tired and I sleep all the time. The next week is better. That's kind of like regrouping and, starting to get back into my normal life. And then this week, the 3rd week, I'm at the end of the 3rd week. So I'm like, great right now. I'm going to totally be watching this next week when I'm down in the dark hole. So, yeah, so I can't remember where I was going with that. Also, chemo brain is a thing. So if I make a mistake or something, just yell at me and say, you made a mistake, and I will fix it for you. But anyway, people make mistakes. So I don't remember where I was going with that. Anyway, one other thing I wanted to show you that I got recently, and it's so gigantic and heavy. It's so ridiculous. I meant to get the Barbie dress. My daughters got a bunch of Barbies for Christmas, and Barbie had this dress that was like a navy blue or black, I don't remember, and white stripe. And it was like, it had one shoulder, and it was off the shoulder, and then it had ruching in the middle, and then like a ruffle off to the side. And I was like, that dress is so cute. I love it. I'm going to make that dress. Maybe, change it up a little bit to be a little bit more mom of four appropriate instead of Barbie appropriate. But I got online and I bought whatever the amount was I needed to get free shipping. I think it was like $50, so it's like 8 yards of this Ponte di Roma. It's a stretchy, thick knit, and I'm going to make a ton of stuff out of it once I have time and I'm feeling up to it. You know what? I'll see if I can put a picture of the Barbie dress in here. Maybe I can get Barbie to put it on and show you what the dress looks like. But I was like, I could make the Sunny dress by Friday Pattern Company, or a turtleneck, or some like casual pants like the Hudson pants. So anyway, that's in my sewing plans for who knows when. I don't know when, whenever I feel like doing it. So that's the yarn company for now. The shop update is tomorrow at noon Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Pacific. If you're in the middle of that, then somewhere in the middle. I was telling you about how the yarn dyeing was like medicine. That's what it was. And it really has been, because I'm a person who needs to be busy to be happy. Like, I can't just like sit around and do nothing and be a happy person. I can't do that. So having this to focus on and to work on, and when I'm feeling good to be doing, is just great. And thank you so much for supporting my business so much. So many of you bought stitch marker necklaces when I was doing, the clear out of that. And I will still have stitch marker necklaces. I don't want you to think that they're gone forever. I'm just going to do them seasonally instead of having them all the time. Because that's more fun for me. Like, I'm just not interested in having them all the time. I would like to, I would like it to be a big fun thing to have them and then to not have them for a little while. It's all about me and about my own personal fun. So, okay, is that all I have to tell you about? If you are interested in testing the Go Lightly sweater, hopefully I said everything about that. Whatever I didn't say, I'll try and put in the words. Let me know, especially if you are in the bigger sizes, because I tend to get a lot of people volunteering for the smaller sizes. I'm always a size 2. Like, I kind of use myself as the second size. So that's the 36-inch bust size, which I still have after my mastectomy. So when I was doing the reconstruction, the doctor was like, well, what do you want to do here? And I'm like, well, my clothes need to fit. Like, I need to be a 36-inch bust because that's what I always was. All my sweaters are this size. And so that's what we did. Anyway, so I wanted to show you some of my head coverings because most of them are handmade. Also because I got a little creative, I feel like, and I wanted to show you how I did that. So as I said, this is my wig. This is like my going to church or going out to dinner, or when I want to look like a normal person wig. I do not wear it all that often. I probably wear it 3 times a week, and that's about it. I'm about to take it off, and you're going to see my bald head. This is a little bit scary for me, but this is life. Like, I don't put pictures out there because I feel like it's jarring, like if you don't know that it's coming, but I am telling you that it's coming. So if you're okay with it, then here it comes. Are you ready? Ta-da! I normally wear a lot of makeup if I'm going to let my bald head show, and sometimes earrings. Do you guys remember, if you've been watching for a while, that I told you about how my head was so big? My head is not big. Like, it's totally normal sized, which I did not know until I was bald. So if you are walking around feeling like your head is giant, if you shaved it, you probably wouldn't feel that way anymore. So I have lost all of my hair. I am still holding on to my eyebrows and eyelashes. They are thinning. I've darkened them in and put on all kinds of makeup. So, but I don't have my false lashes on. I went and I bought them, just the cheap ones from Amazon, like the cheap where it's like the black eyeliner. I think it's not magnetic. I think it's just sticky. And then you stick them on there. But I haven't gone that route yet. Again, that would be for like date night. Like that would be a big deal if I was going to put on false eyelashes, unless I lose them all. If I lose them all, then I will probably wear them most of the time. But anyway, is it weird that I don't have any hair on? I usually wear a hat around the house because frankly, it's cold. But I kind of feel like I've gotten a little bit creative with my head coverings because I like to give the illusion of having hair. So this is a little bit messy. I haven't brushed through it in a bit, but this I got on Amazon and it came with really long hair, but it was ridiculous. And so what I tend to do is wear it like this and then put it in a ponytail or like a little bun like that. And it looks very like, I just kind of threw a hat on and pulled my hair together. So I wear this quite a bit. It's very comfortable. Again, I got it on Amazon for like $20. It wasn't very expensive. And on this one, when I cut the hair, I didn't think to save it, to use it again. And I have another hat. I'm not sure. I think it might be downstairs. I have another hat that's a knitted hat that has hair on it just like this. And I'll kind of pull out some pieces. Just it makes it look kind of like, a little bit more natural. But I think it looks like a person with hair who's just wearing a hat. But anyway, on that other one, they come with this ridiculous long Disney princess hair. So I cut it, and that one, I saved it, and I attached it to an everywhere hat. This is my pattern. This is a free pattern, if you did not already know. Now this, I just held 3 yarns together to make an Aran weight, and you can see I ran out, and I knew that I would. I just was using scraps. And so I switched to something else. And then when I got to the top, I just left a hole. And I'll show you the inside. What I did here was I rubber banded the hair together, and then I tied the yarn, once I pulled the yarn and I tied that together too. And this has stayed in really well. Like I've had no problems with it. But this looks super cute on. See, it looks like I just have a little ponytail sticking out of my hat. So because I am a vain person, instead of just wearing a hat sometimes, I will wear one of these hats with hair. The only thing is when your hair, it's like the first month of chemo, when your hair is just starting to fall out, it starts out very sore. And so this sticking into my head, I couldn't do before. And then I had this terrible rash and I just couldn't, it was just terrible. But chemo rash I think is really common, so whatever. So I couldn't wear this hat before, or I would have to put something on under it, like another hat. So anyway, I really like this one. I think this one is really cute. I also, the rest of these do not have hair in them, but this is one that I crocheted. It reminds me of a birthday cake. I think I showed this last time. Now I thought, here's a little tip for you if you're ever knitting for someone with cancer. This says Knitty McPurly on it. I thought before I lost my hair that a cotton hat would be more comfortable, but I have found that they are not, in my humble opinion. I prefer a wool hat. Cotton hats are colder. They don't have the warmth that wool has. And I just, I find myself kind of going like this. They're just kind of scratchier. Like, who would think? So this is like the Dishy yarn from Knit Picks. And this is a pattern that I got on Etsy. It's a crochet pattern, which is really fun. Basically what you do is you're working, this has like some makeup on it and stuff, but you're working this back and forth and you knit it like a strip, and then you connect it, and here's where I connected it right there. You can see it's kind of a lump. And then you start crocheting around and you go around and around to the top. And this has like a little bobbles. And I didn't really follow the pattern. I kind of sort of followed the pattern. And then that's the seam. And then I stopped following the pattern because I think I made a mistake or something, but I still like it, whatever. But yeah, I do prefer my wool hat. So if you're knitting for a Cancer person, I recommend wool, a non-scratchy wool, such as my Amsterdam Aran, which is a merino cashmere nylon. That is amazing, super comfy. This hat pattern has Knitty McPurly Yarn. This pattern is going to be coming out soon. And this is also with the tech editor. This is the Guadalupe hat. It's a colorwork hat, and on the inside, it has a ton of floats. So it's very soft and comfy on the inside. This is my most comfortable chemo hat. It's relaxed fit, like it's not tight, and it's just so comfortable. This hat is going to be a fundraiser for Andrew and Andrea of the Fruity Knitting podcast, because I made a personal donation to them, but I also wanted to do a fundraiser. So when this hat is ready, it's going to be $5, and all of the proceeds from that sale are going to go directly to Andrew so that he can get the good treatment that he needs for his brain tumor. I think it has broken all of our hearts watching Andrea suffer over her husband suffering and just seeing how much they love each other. And it really meant a lot to me to do a fundraiser for them. So this is going to be coming out, I don't know when. Hopefully the next time I'm feeling well. And you can use any bulky weight yarn that you want. This is Berlin Bulky. And I do plan on having kits for it. And again, the money for the pattern will be going directly to Andrew. So whether you buy the pattern or the kit, that is what that will go for. So I also have made this hat pattern, which is one that I found on Etsy. It's just a sewed knitted hat pattern. I sleep in this one pretty much. It's very comfy. Yeah. So also I had a friend make me a hat. She actually made me 2 hats, but one of them is downstairs. Clearly I'm super prepared. But this one, she told, it's a colorwork hat. I can't remember what it's called, but it's so cute. And she told me she got the yarn at Hobby Lobby. And I was like, really? This is nice. I gotta check out the yarn at Hobby Lobby. So, anyway, that's where we are. I didn't do any normal segments this time. I really haven't been looking at other people's knitting patterns or anything. One thing I did want to show you, and you can see it on my Instagram, is Sheila of Bigfoot Fibers. When she sent me the yarn for the Williamsburg cowl kits, she also sent me a gift, which was from someone. I think it was someone wanted to send it to me, and they asked Sheila to make it, which was just amazing and so sweet. I have my guesses over who that someone is, but I could be wrong. I don't know who it is for sure. But I am making a faucette crop just like the one that Yellie's Wonders had on Instagram. I loved her so much. She is British. She lives in England. And her yellow and off-white and speckly faucette, I just loved it so much. I posted about it a bunch of times. And so now I'm making my own. And that is my joy project. So that's the project that I'm working on when I'm getting my chemo infusions. And when I'm finally feeling well enough to knit that I need a joy project, that is that project. So I don't have it here with me right now. Super prepared. But I'm happy and I'm smiling, and the smile is real right now. My next treatment is not until Tuesday. So I've got Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I have 4 days until then, and I have not started to freak out about it yet, but I probably will soon. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me. This is a little shorter than it normally is, but like I said, no segments. if you're seeing this right away, come check out my shop update Friday, February 12th at noon. And if you're seeing it later, then I'm going to have more shop updates as I am feeling well. I have 2 more chemo treatments and 2 more surgeries, and then I am done with cancer. God willing. So that's where we are. Thank you so much for joining me. Love you guys. Bye. Whoop. Okay, here's our test. Test.